From an HRIS perspective, let's examine the development of human resources and information technology in terms of their evolution since the early 20th century. This historical analysis will show how the role of HRM in the firm has changed over time from primarily being concerned with routine transactional and traditional HR activities to dealing with complex and transformational ones. Transactional activities are the routine bookkeeping tasks, for example, changing an employee's home address or healthcare provider. Traditional HR activities are focused on HR programs like selection, compensation, and performance. However, transformational HR activities are those actions of an organization that add value to the consumption of the firm's product or service. An example of a transformational HR activity would be tailoring a program for retail clerks to improve customer service behavior, which has been identified as a strategic goal for the organization. In the early 20th century, prior to World War II, the personnel function, the precursor to what we know today as human resource management, was primarily involved in the clerical record-keeping of employee information. In other words, the personnel function fulfilled a caretaker function, where record-keeping was manual and scientific management ruled the philosophy of how HR was viewed. The mobilization and utilization of labor during the war had a great impact on the development of the personnel function. Managers realized that employee productivity and motivation had a significant impact on the profitability of an organization. The human relations movement after the war emphasized that employees were motivated not just by money, but also by social and other psychological factors, such as receiving recognition for work accomplished or for the achievement of work norms. Into the 1980s, with increasing competition from emerging European and Asian economies, the United States and other multinational firms increased their focus on cost reduction through automation and other productivity improvement measures. Social issues legislation continued to impact HR in this time period as we introduced the first MIS or HRIS systems into the evolution of human resource management. Firms today realize that innovative and creative employees who hold the key to organizational knowledge provide a sustainable competitive advantage because, unlike other resources, intellectual capital is difficult for competitors to imitate. Accordingly, the people management or human resource management function has become a strategic in its importance, and its outlook is geared to attract, retain, and engage talent. We've seen in this period a significant rate of growth in the use of technology to provide HRIS solutions, as well as analytics to provide scorecards and other information to make good, sound, strategic human resource management decisions. This has allowed HR to truly become that strategic business partner we often talk about being. As we've discussed the history of HR, the activities of typical human resource management functions have been at the forefront of our conversation. These activities can be classified into three broad categories. First, transactional, second, traditional, and third, transformational. Transactional activities are things such as benefits administration, record keeping, employee services, while traditional activities represent recruitment, selection, training, performance management, compensation, and other functional areas of human resource management. While transformational activities represent knowledge management, strategic redirection, renewal, cultural change, management development, and organizational development.